Hi, this is Joe Hogler, and in this video I'm going to be looking at the Pentagon I software synthesizer that's bundled with Sonar X2. I'm going to be using that to sort of finish out a track on a project that I'm working on. The Pentagon I has actually two voltage controlled amplifiers. We're only going to be using one of those, and I'll show you using the four standard controls within that amplifier envelope generator how we can create 5 different sounds. So I'm going to start out by going over here to the program section at the top right corner, and I'll right click on that with my mouse, and I'm going to start off with a setting that I'm already a little bit familiar with. This is the bass 02. And now I'm going to go back down here to the amplifier envelope generator section, and you can see that we do have the 4 main controls here: attack, decay, sustain, and release. There are several other controls that have to do with some effects and altering the MIDI notes themselves. We're not going to mess with those at all. So just these 4. So I'm going to start off with the switch sound, and for that I'm going to have a short attack setting. All of these are going to have a fairly short attack setting, so I'm just going to put it here kind of at that first level, and you can see at the top that the time in milliseconds is being displayed. I'm going to leave the attack in that location for all 5 of these sounds now, and I'm just going to focus on the other 3 controls to get the sound that I want. So the next one is the decay, and again I'm going to use a short decay. Sustain, I'm going to maximize sustain, and release is also going to be short. Now I'm going to play this, and you'll hear that this has a sound a little bit like an organ. Now, to do that, I'll solo my MIDI track and hit play. I'm going to go to the percussive sound, and for this I'm going to leave the attack where it is. The decay is going to go sort of medium, and the sustain is going to go down to 0. Now the sustain for this one and the next 3 sounds is just going to stay right there on 0. I'm just really going to be working with decay and release now to get what I'm looking for. So for this sound I'm going to have the release a little bit longer than the decay, and we're going to hear what that sounds like now. So definitely a percussive sound. You can hear that attack and short decay going on in there. The next one I'm going to look at is a sort of a modified percussive. It's a dampened percussive, and for this I'm going to have a short release, and I'm going to have a longer decay. Still percussive, but not that clackety type of percussive that we got for the last one. So now we're going to look at that sustained sound, and for that I'm going to have again a medium decay, and I'm going to have the release equal the decay. This will be a little bit more difficult to hear because these are sort of short notes in sequence, but I think you'll get the idea. And just by increasing the decay time, I was able to roll off of the little bit more percussive sound that I initially had. The last one now is sort of a quirky sound with a fast attack and a long release. And to be able to hear this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it, and when I click stop, you'll hear that note, that short staccato note, just sustaining on and on and on. And you can actually see that sound sustaining and fading out over here on this channel strip. Okay, so the sound that I want is the dampened percussive sound, so I'm going to go back to that, and that's it. I was able to start with a patch. I was able to go through my attack, decay, sustain, and release controls in the Amplifier Envelope Generator section and create 5 different sounds. I picked the one that I like. I've got it into my project now, and that's all there is to it. So thanks for watching this, and good luck with your own productions.